Hey y'all. Thank you for coming back and welcome to another episode of Rants and Tea with Kelly B. Ow. I just got me a new Ring camera and I must say it's giving. But thank you for joining me again. If you're new, welcome. This is a channel where we kind of just like talk about stuff that I found on internet stories, maybe a little bit of Six Brown Chicks, maybe a little bit of Reddit stories, whatever may tickle my fancy. That's what I decide we gonna put on here. So today, what I ran across was it was interesting, a little bit infuriating, but interesting. I ran across this story of a 27-year-old man who has 7 kids with 7 baby mamas, okay? And the reason why this story has caused a little bit of a ruckus is because he says he don't want nothing to do with none of them, and he don't feel bad about it whatsoever. With other things that he said. So we're going to watch it together and let's explore and let's talk about what it is that this guy has said. Let's take a look at this together and perhaps be pissed together, or maybe you may agree with some of his points. Okay, here we go.
7 baby mamas. Now, for the past few days, I've been going live, telling my story, speaking my truth, and a lot of women having...
Okay, let me stop it right there. Whenever someone says, I'm speaking my truth, it's a little murky. Because basically it means that he about to have a view, or that person about to have a view that a lot of people may disagree with, because it's his truth, not the truth, his. Let's continue.
Calling me a deadbeat because I tell them I was being irresponsible, yet not wearing protection. But I always tell these women that I got pregnant.
Wait.
Because I tell them I was being irresponsible, yet not wearing protection. But I always tell these women that I got pregnant that I do not want to be a father to these children.
Notice how he paused. He said, that makes me think that the rest of it, following it, was bullshit. He called himself.
And I offer to pay for the abortion. Majority of times, they'll either take the abortion or they'll take a plan B. But only these 7 have kept these children. But the crazy thing about it is they want me to be responsible for some children I told them I did not want. So for some years now, some of them been trying to get in contact with me, access denied. Because I don't really know why you trying to get in contact with me. I done told you I did not want them kids. So don't expect me to be responsible financially, emotional, spiritually, mentally, or physically with some kids I do not want. And I don't give a fuck what nobody think about it. You're not going to force children up on me. Yeah, we both made the decision to lay down and have intercourse. We both was irresponsible about the decisions we made that night. Yeah, I could have pulled out, but I didn't. And I ain't care to pull out because I'm not the one that's going to have to carry a baby for 9 months.
Yeah, I could have pulled out, but I didn't, because I ain't the one that's going to have to deal with it. So never mind that I can possibly prevent it from happening in the first place. Whatever consequences of both of our responsibilities that we got here, I'm going to need you to take all of that. That's what he just said. And I'm going to give it to you. That's what he just said. That's what I heard.
It's the woman. In my opinion, women should be more careful on who they sleep with. Because you're going to be like, one of my baby mamas trying to find me so I can financially support a kid I done told her or them I did not want. Another thing is, these just jump offs. These the type of women that I ain't even had to do nothing for. The bare minimum, but they gave me access to their body and they think I want to be a father to a child for one of them? Like, I don't even have no type of love for these women. How do they expect me to love these children? Before y'all say, oh, he irresponsible, he a deadbeat, he don't take accountability. Yeah, I do. I just don't give a fuck. You ain't gonna force these children on me when I told you I ain't want them. Yeah, I can offer to pay for abortion, but at what point can I force a woman to go get an abortion? I cannot. A woman say, my body, my choice, but I say, it's my life, my choice. Before y'all try to stitch this shit and be like, black man this, black man that, I don't give a fuck. I really don't.
Okay. Two things can be right at the same time. It could be the woman's responsibility to take care of her own body and be accountable for decisions that she makes. At the same time, is also the responsibility of the man to be accountable for the decisions that he makes. That is not pulling off. That is fucking with these said jump offs. That is not telling, because I'm telling you, I know he ain't told them. Not telling them that he don't want children before they have intercourse. Now let me say, hopefully y'all not wanting children with people you just met. Hopefully it shouldn't take for him, especially because he seems like such a charmer. I wouldn't even let him in my pants in the first place. But he seems like a charmer. You shouldn't even want to have children with him in the first place. Does this absolve him from any responsibility? No. Should it absolve him of any responsibility? No. And people will say, oh, sign away your rights, sign away your rights. Guess what? Sign away your rights don't mean nothing. It don't mean that you won't be responsible for child support. It just means a lot of time, depending on the state that you live in, that you just won't be able to make decisions regarding that kid. I feel sorry for these babies. I feel sorry for these kids. Hopefully, the woman at least has a little bit more sense when it comes to parenting, because even though the father is absent, you are the constant in their lives. So hopefully, and it'll be hard because they're gonna ask, why daddy don't want me? Wait till they get of a certain age and make sure you show this to them, because it's the same type of nigga that's gonna come up later and be talking about some, oh, I'm sick, can I move in with you? Because he don't care. He literally said he don't give a fuck. You think if he don't give no damn to put a kid off on you and to say, I don't give a damn about them kids, you think that he would have any qualms about coming back to them and being like, oh, never mind, hey, take care of me? Oh no, nah.
I honestly just learned what a vasectomy was 3 days ago when I started speaking on this shit.
That was my thought when I first saw this. I was like, why not just get a vasectomy then? Why not just get a vasectomy? He said, I just found out what that was. Yeah, I ain't shocked for that one, because somebody asked him on TikTok, why not a vasectomy or wear a condom? Did you tell her before sex that you won't be a father? Hold me accountable?
But when I figure out what that is, I'm not doing that shit. Then they ask him, why not wear a condom? I have worn protection a lot of times. These are just the instance when I have not. And unfortunately, it has resulted into the woman being pregnant. But ask yourself, and ask your friends, as a woman, when is the last time that you told a man to put on a condom? Because I have never in my 27 years heard a woman request me to put a condom on. And me being an irresponsible man, knowing that shit feel better raw, if I'm not going to put a condom on, and if she not going to ask me, it would not be no condom. And another thing, y'all keep saying, I don't think he's telling these women he's not going to be a father after he have sex and accidentally get them pregnant. Do that shit even matter? Do I have to tell a woman to be
I be telling these women that I'm not going to be there. And then when people question it, he says, do it even matter? Yeah, do, because you ain't said it. Because you didn't tell them that. You did not. And don't get me wrong. I fucking hate to even say that I agree with him on some points.
What the hell?
I agree but disagree at the same time. It's crazy. Those discussions should be had before y'all have sex. Yes, on both parts, because we not using these condoms. If something were to happen, I have had many of those conversations with people. I mean, I'm saying,
this is a no judgment zone.
Should something happen, what's the plan? What we doing here? Look, let me tell you something. I have no problem with casual sex. I think really it is your body. You do what you like. But I think man or woman, you shouldn't be out here creating little people. These ain't pets. These are he was a little boy one time before, and I could tell you now, somebody definitely fucked his head up. Let me tell you, this is definitely a should have been aborted baby. Just saying, okay? Do I have to? I ain't monetize, whatever. But, and yes, if you know this is a person that is not possibly going to stick around, like I said, especially because he seems like a charmer, you should probably protect your body. I think it's something that also needs to be said when it comes to protection and condoms. There are worse things that you could get besides a baby. And let me tell you something. I will be nowhere near in a realm of the world of the state of Indiana be shocked if this dude turned up anytime between now and 30 years from now with an incurable STD. And I'd probably be happy for it because he need to be locked up somewhere. I'm sorry. You are something that needs to get spayed and neutered. I think one is for the dude and one is for the chick. But you know what I mean? You need to be fixed. You really do. Especially if you keep saying you're irresponsible. I'm irresponsible. I'm irresponsible. I'm irresponsible. Then when the child support courts catch up with you, because they will. If these women go for child support, and I hope they do, they're going to catch up with you. And you know they lock people up for that now. I got a feeling he don't care about being a deadbeat all around. Also, let's continue.
Do I have to tell a woman to be responsible for her body? Do I have to tell a woman before a man to commit to her before she have unprotected sex with him? Or do I have to tell a woman wait till marriage before she gives a man access to her motherfucking body? It used to be a point of time where women actually value their innocence, actually value their virginity.
Pardon? I like how this nigga is talking like that's gonna prevent her from getting done dirty by a no good nigga like him. I like how he thinks that that's going to prevent it. Let me tell you something. Men can be snakes in the motherfucking grass. Women can too, cool. But as a person that is heterosexual and only dates men, I have experience with that. Okay, I don't know about the sexual comes and goings when it comes to women with that because I'm heterosexual. So, in my experience with men, they can often put on a great show. There are plenty of single women there that are married. There are plenty of women that are married that saved their virginity and their innocence and their virtue for their man and ended up with an STD or dead because that man is still doing the same shit that he doing is slanging dick with anybody that'll fucking take. Okay, so stop with this whole virginity in a woman and protect her body, because let's be clear, if a lot of women took that advice for real and thought about the people that they slept with and thought about that, half of you niggas would never get something with your last name or your DNA. Never. A lot of yous. Okay, let's be real. Let's keep going.
But we do not live in that day-to-day, do we? Y'all want me to respect a woman's body more than she respected herself. So I, as a man, can prevent her from getting pregnant. Whatever a woman gonna allow me to do, I'm gonna do. Don't expect me to be irresponsible. Because if we both irresponsible, who's responsible for carrying the motherfucking child for 9 months? It sure ain't no goddamn man. It sure ain't me. I don't got no remorse. I don't feel bad. That woman knew what she was doing when she laid down and slept with me. She knew the consequences. She knew the risk. And don't be trying to be like, oh, it's women with low self-esteem. It's women for a man to commit to her before she have unprotected sex with him. Or do I have to tell a woman wait till marriage before she gives a man act that's ghetto or ratchet or it's hood women? My 7 baby mamas. And I don't even know why I claim them. Just because it became a conversation. But some of them rich. Some of them poor. Some of them classy. Some of them ratchet. Some got regular ass jobs. Some got...
Some of them classy. Some of them ratchet. Some of them this. Some of that. What happened to them all being jump offs? Where'd that come from? So they're not all jump offs then, huh? Okay. You can kind of be a classy jump off, I guess. Classy and jump off don't go together though.
Great job. So it's a woman on all levels that'll fuck with a nigga like me. And don't even try to speak on morals and respect, because we don't have the same definition of morals and respect. Stop trying to tell
That's a fact.
people they gotta hold me accountable or people like me accountable. The only person that can hold me accountable is my motherfucking self. Stop expecting men or women to come talk to me. I'm a grown ass man. I ain't gonna listen to shit you gotta say. And trust me, y'all think women gonna hear me talk and then stay away from me. They still gonna get this 8.5. Trust me. So I do not feel motherfucking bad. I'm the most honest individual you'll fucking meet. I do not have to manipulate no woman for no pussy. Trust me. That's ghetto or ratchet or it's hood women.
Okay. So a few things. What he said there in the end when he was like, you think doing a story is going to keep women away from me seeing it? Unfortunately, it ain't. There's still going to be some women that think that they could change him or think that they're smarter than the rest. And, you know, there will be. I'll give him that. And he will be there with open arms to do it. Okay. No, can't nobody hold them accountable, but they can. The law can. If the police catch up with you, especially if you be in the rear enough times and you black and you look like you do, guess who gonna hold you accountable? The state. So somebody can hold you accountable. Will it happen? Who knows? Because our justice system is so great. His delivery was definitely very crass, very it was ignorant, very ignorant, because while yes, it is that woman's responsibility for her body, just because it's her body and she got to carry it don't mean you ain't also responsible. No, can't nobody come and talk to him and hold him accountable. It's going to take life to hit his ass in his ass for him to actually get it, and unfortunately he probably still won't. I'm not putting it off on just women. This was a joint effort. You heard him say that, no, I'm not pulling out. That's his part. Do you tell these women that you're not going to have kids? That's his part. Then you have the woman's part where you know you don't know this dude. And there's a possibility that if I create a child with him, he probably won't stick around. Or I don't know if he'll stick around or not because I don't really know him. Yes, you have to protect yourself in that way, because after we have such a great responsibility as women, we do. It's unfair, especially with all the rhetoric that comes with, especially black women, especially with all the blame that we get. Well, we're the one that's stuck around and niggas like this skate. But that's when we have to learn to be more selective about the people we have children with. Yes, people make mistakes and you're allowed to. And unfortunately, having a kid is one of those big ones. Those big ones. And he said, I think he said that he could offer an abortion. He said he could offer an abortion. Did he say he has? I don't know, a plan B, but they don't want to take it. I'm gonna be honest with you, girlie. At that point, when you run into a Negro like this man here, and he offered for the abortion, and he tell you, look, I ain't about to be around. I'm not saying, do he get to escape responsibility? But just know, you about to be in this on your own. You may be able to catch up with him to make him pay, but you're gonna be in this on your own. You got to be more selective. I understand you be lonely, you be getting that itch, and I don't have a problem with casual sex. I think casual sex, you're grown. Go ahead and do it, but you got to be responsible for it. Okay? Because he's not going to be responsible for it. You're going to get something like that. And I'm not saying it as a way to blame just the women, but you gotta take responsibility, women, with this dude where your flub up was in dealing with this kind of dude. No, he probably was not straight up front. This is one of the reasons why I make sure to talk to my daughter about her not being an option, her valuing herself a lot. But let me tell you something. When you do that, these same type of Negroes be calling you uppity, be like, oh, y'all too stuck up, that's why y'all gonna end up alone because you don't give me a chance to hit, yada yada yada. Then he'll switch it up. Okay, but it don't matter. You do have to protect yourself, and you do have to be wary of Negroes like this. He don't like responsibility. There are good men out there that at least take responsibility for the responsibilities they putting out there. A lot of times pregnancies don't be planned, and you just have to step up, and you can't take it back. You can't go back and, reverse anything, but, you just learn for the next time. Hopefully this thing goes viral, and nobody, and he's like a pariah. Nobody even to touch him with a 10-foot pole. He was happy to say he had that 8.5. It's probably diseased. You can't tell me he ain't had a shot or two in the ass. There are still STDs, y'all. I know people don't talk about them, but they're there. So once again, y'all, thank you for choosing me on this choosing me. Thank you for tuning in to this episode of Rants and Tea with Kelly B. Remember, like, share, subscribe. Give me some comments. What y'all think about this video? Let's have a rapport. Let's talk about some things. Let's tell me what you think. Be respectful, y'all, because I want to be able to have a dialogue to where it's we can talk about things, learn to disagree, agree to disagree, or whatever it is. Do you agree with him? Do you agree with the women trying to get it, on the women's side? Do you maybe see some place in all of, something in between? Let me know. Again, thank you again for watching my channel. Come back again. Check out my other videos. I love y'all. Bye.